everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're a new Pilates teacher or maybe even looking into opening up your own Pilates studio, this is the place for you. We are jam-packed with information for people who are in your shoes, wanting to learn how to become a Pilates teacher, improving your Pilates teacher skills. Maybe you want to recertify, maybe get something a little bit deeper than what you already know. And if you want to have your own business, this channel is full of information that's going to help you thrive. We are living in a completely new world. The rules of doing Pilates, being Pilates teachers, having Pilates businesses have completely changed. And those who haven't caught up are going to really struggle through the rest of the year and the decade to come. If you're feeling like a safe path no longer exists, or maybe AI is actually a competitor to what you're doing, or maybe feeling that these new Pilates studios where you can go and work out to a screen is going to be the in thing and that's going to get you out of a job, then this might be the video for you, because we are going to break through all these chains of thought and we're going to show you exactly how you are going to upskill and make sure you and your business are going to thrive in this very competitive Pilates industry. Okay, first things first. Before we even start talking about how to grow our business, how to make ourselves better, how to improve our services, etc., we have to understand one huge, crucial fundamental that is really flipping how the way we work and how people think. First of all, understand that people are completely overloaded. Now they're getting too busy, they're getting too confused with what's on social media. They don't even know what's right and what's wrong. They believe that what is on social media could be the right thing, but there's so much information. Their poor brains are unable to handle all that overload of information. So you need to be really clever as to how you deliver your content on social media, on your platforms, to identify exactly who you want to reach and how you're going to reach them. People only have a limited number of slots in their brain for who to remember. So that means that you really need to stand out. There are 5 types of messages that the brain doesn't delete. And the last 2 are the most important. So the brain doesn't delete things that tie us to danger or survival. So obviously, if there's been an experience in your life that has been super overwhelming for you, then maybe it made you afraid or you felt you're in danger. This is something you're always going to remember for the rest of your life. We all remember where we were when 9/11 happened, don't we? It doesn't delete things that are super funny or emotionally charged. So you will remember things like falling in love, meeting your lover for the first time, meeting your husband, your wife, whatever that is. That emotional experience that you've experienced has really helped you solidify your relationship with that person and remember them. It doesn't delete stories and metaphors. So if you have a story or a metaphor that was related to you by your mother, your grandparents, etc., and it's maybe something that your family have done in the past times, then this is something that you're going to keep remembering, because it's something that's ingrained in your brain. It's the power of the brain to be able to identify these things and help you also maybe relate to the people who were in that story or who were in that metaphor. Now come the final 2 messages that are the most important of the lot. The brain doesn't delete status signals, meaning that if you follow a media personality, if you follow an actor, an actress, a star, an A-lister, whoever it might be, if it is somebody that in your eyes, in your brain, they are famous, then it's always going to remember what they do. They're becoming your idol. So essentially, these people, regardless of whether or not you've actually met them in your life, the brain is going to continuously remember them. And finally, the brain doesn't delete new ideas or challenges from the norm. So if we look at somebody who's completely wacky, somebody who's completely out of line, somebody's completely extravagant in the way they behave, the way they dress, the way they portray themselves to society, the brain is never going to delete that, because they find something weird about them, something somehow attractive or pulling towards them, that they feel, oh, he's funny, or my goodness, this person is just completely crazy. They're completely challenging what our normality is. And we can say that it's happening today in the way that some of the stars behave, the way they dress, or maybe even in the political scene. Think of who is really striking a chord right now. So all these people who are challenging the norm are really going to be sticking to your brain. And this is a really important aspect to identify when it comes to growing your business and growing your skills as a Pilates teacher. So whenever you're meeting new people and you're introducing yourself as, hey, I'm your new Pilates teacher, or hey, I'm just a Pilates teacher, flip that around and make it sound more interesting and say something on the lines of, I help overwhelmed women reclaim their energy and confidence through movement. Now you are not just offering a service, you are offering a transformation, and this is so powerful. This is like giving someone a lifeline in a sea of noise. So standing out above the rest and knowing that this is what you're going to give to these people, they're going to remember you and you're going to stick with them. Now let's look at how things have drastically changed over the past 2 decades. Most of us go to a standard education system that allows us to learn, get education, get qualifications, to help us get a job that nowadays no longer exists. Why? Because times have changed, times have moved on, and the traditional education system that we have been given, that even some of our children are being given, is not serving us. It's like climbing up a ladder, or we're being taught to climb up a ladder when that ladder takes us to a place that doesn't exist. So this is really powerful for us to understand. Is our education system serving us? Is our education system allowing us to be entrepreneurs? Or is it just allowing us to be serfs, servants, helping other people become rich, become powerful, while we are really struggling to make a living in this world? So think about it. Has your education system really supported you? And I bet you anything that the most people who are watching this video or listening to this podcast are going to tell me that their education system hasn't been as supportive as they would have liked. I can guarantee that what's happened to us in the past few decades has completely flipped the coin in how we need to be living our lives. It's completely flipped the coin in how we should be getting our education and how we should be running our businesses. And this is where I feel this video is going to really serve you. Now, let's understand one thing. There are no longer any more safe jobs. While AI is not going to replace you as a Pilates teacher, it's going to be changing the way that people are wanting to learn. So all the content that we produce online, because this is the world nowadays, is all going to be taken over by AI. We're already seeing how people are actually going to these Pilates studios that have screens and they don't even have a Pilates teacher. They are following a workout that is set on their screen. How sad can that be? Well, some of us might grumble, might say, hey, this isn't the right way of learning Pilates. We'll be banging our heads against a brick wall because at the end of the day, society is changing to want things faster, quicker, and easier. So how can we be clever? How can we overcome that? Instead of relying on luck or feeling that you're having to overwork yourself, burn out so that you can keep up with all the new changes that are happening in the industry, you need to learn the new rules of success. Number 1, build a personal brand. Number 2, share your unique philosophy. Number 3, build a community, not just classes. Number 4, think entrepreneurially, not just as a technician. You are not just a Pilates teacher. Even if you are working at a studio, right now, start putting your entrepreneur brains on. Put your boss hat on. Become the entrepreneur that perhaps you would like your boss to be. Okay, so I have been following this guy called Daniel Priestley, and he talks about the 5 P's of becoming a key person of influence. And we're going to apply that directly to you as a Pilates teacher. So number 1 is pitch. And this is your one-liner that's going to make people say, tell me more. So when you say I help new moms rebuild their core in just 12 weeks without having to go struggling at the gym, that is the transformation that you are giving to people. So that is your pitch. That's what's going to stick to people who are going to be talking to you in a conversation. Number 2 is publish. Create content. Create free value. Give free advice. Don't expect everything to be charged for. So I remember when I started working with Lolita San Miguel, and this was a few decades ago already. When I started working with Lolita San Miguel, she actually said to me, you never give anything for free. You never give anything, any of your services for free, even if you want to give a free trial. Get people to come and start with you to do Pilates and give them a free 15-minute, 20-minute, 30-minute, an hour free trial. She said, never give anything for free. As much as I love Lolita and as much as I love how she looks for us, looks out for us and really makes sure that we are thriving as entrepreneurs, I'm afraid to say that the industry has nowadays changed. Now, there are ways of doing things where you are giving things for free, but not completely. So you are portraying that you are giving things for free, but at the end of the day, you can still earn a living. So what am I trying to say? Whenever you're doing your free intro, make sure that instead of saying to your clients, I want to give you a free introduction so that you can start finding out who I am, identify whether you can work with me, whether we gel, this kind of thing. Well, instead of doing that, how about you say, right, my intro sessions are normally 2 sessions. I give you 1 private lesson and I do a posture analysis. I check out how you are. I want to make sure that I create a transformation for you. By the way, guys, this theory has made my own businesses thrive for the past 2 decades. This is how I've been running my businesses, especially making sure that I'm giving the transformation that people want. So if I'm giving 2 sessions, I'd give an extra free session. So at least they're paying for something, but it's going to be at a discounted rate. So they know they have 1 free session, but they still have to make an investment with you. Now, when it comes to digital media, when it comes to offering content online, how many hours do you think I've already spent on YouTube? How many hours do you think I've already spent on other platforms giving out free content? Because I believe that this information is going to help you understand how I work more and more. Look at all these people who have got tons and tons of followers on social media. These guys are constantly offering information, content, valuable information for free. Let's look at political campaigns. Let's look at record deals. Let's look at stars that want to get their content out. They constantly bombard the media with free content because that's going to stick with the viewer's mind. They're also going to feel that they're getting such valuable content for free. So if they're getting all this valuable content for free, wow, what's that going to be when they actually buy into their content? So even if you looked at political campaigns, this is how political campaigns are run nowadays. The longer serving person who's out there on social media or on different platforms of media is the one that's really going to get the votes, that's going to really make sure that they're going to win their election, right? Now, I'm not really here to talk about politics, but I'm just merely trying to say that if you are willing and able to give that free content to your clients, to the people that you are serving, then you're going to make sure that they're going to love you more for it because they can already see the value in following you and in listening to you. They're going to see you as an expert and they're going to want to learn even more from you. And this is before they even meet you in person. So start today. You're going to work on creating more content, Do a postural review. Maybe create content about how to improve their posture. Create content about how they can get on with their daily life, sitting at a desk all day. What is going to make you stick in their minds? And the third thing that Daniel Priestley talks about is called product. Now, we as Pilates teachers don't necessarily sell products, do we? We sell a service. We are here to give a service to clients. But how about, instead of just selling a Pilates class, how about you bundle it up and you turn that into a product? You turn that into a bundle of sessions that they can buy from you. How about you add something with it? So maybe instead of offering just a group Pilates class, you create a membership program where they add a private session every month into that membership program. So we're looking at memberships of group Pilates sessions and private sessions. How about you add something more and maybe add another tier? How about you give them free content? Maybe you can record some videos that you will put onto your website, and then they'll be able to buy into those videos. And what about workshops, retreats? What about other things that are going to be as add-on services to your community? You could also create your own branded merchandise. That's another product that you could improve your business with. There are so many ways, there are so many ideas. And yes, Daniel's so right in actually focusing on having more product, more content to give out to your community. The fourth thing that Daniel talks about is profile, is building your own profile. It's essentially building your own brand. So show up on social media. Don't be shy. Don't feel embarrassed. This is the way to go nowadays. Make sure that you are on different platforms of social media. Make sure that you are reaching out to your clients wherever they are. And I always talk about this analogy of putting out your content on one platform when your clients are really on another platform. Where is your client avatar tuning into? This perfect client you want to be serving, which social media platform are they tuning into? And if you are trying to serve them on 91.2 FM, but they're actually listening to 98.5 FM, then you're losing them. So make sure that you know where your clients are and reach out to them on that piece of social media and give them that valuable content that they're always looking for. And the fifth thing is partnerships. Make sure that you develop partnerships with different people in your society, in your community. If you are looking to serve these moms who want to build their core, how about you partner with professionals like nutritionists or even swimming instructors or anyone who's going to be serving your client to help them achieve the transformation that you're also envisaging to achieve. These 5 P's are going to be the structure of you building your brand and being present and creating a community that's going to continuously follow you for the rest of your days. Okay, so I hope you found this content beneficial to you, and hopefully it's helping you identify how you can progress as a Pilates teacher and even how to build your own business. You know, I offer free one-to-one consultations, and if you're interested to join me, just hit the link below and then I'll see you on the other side. If you like this video, do hit the like and subscribe, and don't forget to ring the bell so you get notified every time I upload a video online. Until my next video, guys, goodbye for now.